A creature of silent majesty walks in the middle of the vast, merciless desert, where the ground sleeps under a covering of endless snow, and the cold wind sings its melancholy lullaby. With its fiery coat providing a striking contrast to the freezing landscape it inhabits, the Siberian tiger, the final ruler of the taiga, stalks through the frost-covered trees like a ghost. It is a legendary creature, a representation of the unbridled might of nature, but it also represents something much more brittle, a world on the verge of extinction, a species on the precipice of extinction. The largest of all the great cats is the Siberian tiger, sometimes referred to as the Amur tiger. With a body length of almost 10 feet from nose to tail and a weight of over 600 pounds, a fully mature male is a powerful presence in its realm of shadow and ice. Every sinew is a work of evolutionary art, and every muscle beneath its thick coat is sharpened for strength. Its thick fur, longer than any other tiger's, protects it from the harsh winter bite, and its enormous paws spread out like snowshoes, enabling it to walk gracefully through the deep drifts. This tiger is designed for endurance, for living alone, for a life in which surviving requires not just power, but also forbearance and intelligence. The Siberian tiger inhabits a world of extremes, in contrast to its cousins in the milder jungles of Southeast Asia and India. Its territory includes the untamed mountains of North Korea, the frigid regions of China, and the isolated forests of eastern Russia. Winters come with an iron grip, burying the land behind layers of ice and solitude, while summers are short and ephemeral, reeking of pine and the murmur of hidden rivers. The seasons change here in cruel cycles. The tiger has to search harder for its prey during these freezing months when the rivers turn to glass and the air itself seems to fracture with cold. Hunting is a silent ballet of patience and accuracy, an art form. Instead of wasting its energy on pointless pursuits, the Siberian tiger transforms into the night itself, a ghost that waits and observes in the shadows. Any animal that dares to cross its path is stalked, including elk, deer, and wild boar. Rarely, it will even defeat a bear, a display of unadulterated strength that only the most powerful tigers can do. The tiger attacks with the speed of a falling star when the time is right, when the air is still and the victim is not aware. The search is ended with a single leap, a flick of muscle and instinct. It respects the land's equilibrium by just taking what it needs to survive another day and killing for survival rather than pleasure. The Siberian tiger wanders alone, despite being the unchallenged monarch of its territory. It is unaware of the camaraderie of a pride such as the African lions or the pack devotion of the wolves who occasionally inhabit its region. In solitary, it marks its territory with claws and scent, alerting anyone who would dare to enter. For a Siberian tiger, being alone is not a hardship. Rather, it is a way of life, a tacit recognition that isolation and strength are linked. However, there is tenderness even amid its solitude. A tigress becomes a strong and uncompromising guardian after she gives birth to cubs. She will teach them the skills of the wild, such as how to stalk without being spotted, hear forest whispers, and distinguish between danger approaching and prey rustling. They will travel alongside her for 2 years, learning and developing until the call of the wild finally separates them and sends them off to establish their own lives and territories. The laws of the wild take precedence over the ties of blood in this moment of sad parting. However, the shadows that lurk on the periphery of their society still threaten even the most powerful rulers. These tigers used to roam large areas of Asia, their numbers high and their presence uncontested. They are now only a few hundred strong, and they are essentially extinct in their own country. Numerous people have died as a result of poaching, which is motivated by the vicious hunger of the illegal wildlife trade. Their bones, pelts, and entire lives are sought after for human conceit because to superstitions and avarice. As if that weren't enough, deforestation is another adversary that is getting closer. Their woodlands have been destroyed by the unrelenting advance of civilization, leaving them nowhere to hunt, hide, or live as they formerly did. There is yet hope, though. Voices are raised in support of them all across the world. Scientists, wildlife warriors, and conservationists have devoted their lives to preventing the Siberian tiger from becoming extinct. To keep these magnificent cats safe from those who would try to harm them, anti-poaching forces in Russia patrol the forests at all costs. With the creation of sanctuaries and reserves, there is hope that the tiger will one day be allowed to roam freely. As awareness grows, people are urged to speak up and understand that losing a creature of such grandeur signifies the loss of something much more than a species. Without the Siberian tiger, the wild would have no voice, the snow-covered forests would be deserted, and the night would no longer be filled with the sound of padding feet and the quiet, commanding grace of a beast destined for power. These tigers are real examples of the tenacity of life itself, not merely representations of the power of nature. They have persevered in the face of adversity, the cold and human dangers. And so a tiger walks, its breath rising in the cold air, under the pale glimmer of the winter moon in the middle of the taiga. Its spirit is intact, its tale is still being written, and it marches with the assurance of an old king, its golden eyes searching the horizon. It is unaware of the conflicts waged in its name and the concerns of environmentalists. It is only aware of the untamed world's constant call, the pulse of the earth beneath its feet, and the rhythm of the wild. There is hope as long as it continues to roam, and as long as its silent footprints continue to press into the snow. I hope the taiga's whisper will always convey the sound of its presence, and that the fire in its eyes will never go out. I hope that the final great Snow King will continue to be free and wild forever. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.